Hey guys, happy Labor Day. It's me, it's Christy. So I'm gonna be putting you through just a traditional strength workout today. It's gonna be rep-based. It's not gonna be high intensity other than, it can be hard if you really push yourself with weights. So I'll just put it that way. But everything is gonna be rep-based, and I'm gonna ask that you go at my tempo today. Which is probably going to slow you guys down quite a bit from what you're used to when you take class. So to start, you're going to need one of the super bands, and you're going to need a mini band. So we can do a quick little warm up. So I typically don't warm up, but because I'm with you guys today, I'm going to warm up. Okay, so we're going to start with our mini band, and you're just going to take that right around your mid calf. And I apologize if I'm yelling. I can't get used to this headset thing here. All right, so we're right around our mid calf here. And I want you to laterally step. So you're gonna step out to the side without moving your upper body. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5 the other way. So if you guys notice, my upper body's not moving. I'm moving solely from my hips, okay? I've got a slight bend in my knees and a slight hinge in my hips. And you should start to feel the outside of your hips working a ton, okay? And if you don't have a mini band at home, you can also be doing this standing on your super band. You just take your super band under your feet and then cross it and hold right at your hips. And you can get the same effect using the super band. All right, almost there. All right, go ahead and stop. You're gonna take your mini band off of your calf, all right? And then I want you to grab your super band. So we're gonna grab our super band, depending on the intensity of your band, the thickness of your band, you can either hold it singly or you can double it up. I'm just gonna go single. So I'm gonna go right out in front of me and I'm gonna do my super band splitters, okay? One thing, when you're doing these, a lot of you guys just kind of pull like it's nothing. This should be a lot of shoulder activation here, okay? So if I turn around, you should see my shoulder blades pinching together. You should see a lot of work happening back there. I think splitters are insanely difficult because they're working small muscles. They're great for posture. They're just pulling, and I apologize, you guys are gonna hear me breathe heavy today. I'm not used to talking when I work out. All right, we've got a couple more here. All right, then you're gonna take 1 foot or 2, again, depending on the thickness of your band. You're gonna step on your super band. Start with it interlocked in your thumbs, right at shoulder height. You're gonna press up to a Y, come right back down towards your armpits, and then right back up into that Y, okay? We're just pressing up overhead, warming up our shoulders a little bit. We are not doing much shoulder work today, at least not any focused shoulder work today. We're gonna be doing a mix of upper body and lower body strength. Go, we've got about 2 more here. All right, then you're just gonna go ahead and take your band, you're gonna double it up, you're gonna come all the way up and then all the way over. So up and overs, I know you do these with Eric. Just kind of open up your shoulders, because we are going to be doing some chest work and some tricep work today. I lied, we're doing a little bit of shoulders. You guys know, I like to tell untruths every once in a while. All right, 2 more of these, up and back over. All right, you guys can go ahead and stop. That concludes our warm up. So what I need you to grab are gonna be the heaviest weights that you have. We're gonna be doing a superset of deadlifts, but we're gonna do RDLs, so Romanian deadlift. We're gonna be doing a superset of deadlifts and dumbbell bench press. If you have a barbell at home, you are welcome to barbell deadlift and barbell bench press. That's what I typically would do in this workout. But because I know most of you don't have barbells, we're gonna be doing dumbbells today, okay? So I want you to grab something heavy. So remember with your RDL, We're hinging at the hips, painting our legs, and then coming back up, right? So we act like our hands are paintbrushes, and we're going straight down our legs and then straight back up, all right? So we're gonna do 10 reps of that, and then we're gonna go right into our dumbbell chest press on the ground, on a ball, whatever you guys want, on a bench, and then we're gonna rest. So I told you guys it's a typical strength workout, which means we have to take rest periods. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start with our deadlifts. And again, I want you to try to mimic my pace. We are gonna go slower than you're probably used to today, all right? So I've got my dumbbells, shoulders are rolled back, and I'm gonna hinge at the hips here. And then I'm gonna come right back up, squeeze my rear end at the top. And we're going for 10 reps. If you have a hex bar at home, you could be doing hex bar, whatever you guys have available to you. And I'm just going sideways because I thought then you guys could see my form a little bit better. You can see that I have a nice flat back as I go down. And I only go as far as I can before I feel like I'm getting ready to round my back. All right, so that was 10. Now I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna go right into my chest press. And again, I want you guys to mirror my time, okay? Let me get my dumbbells here. All right, so we're gonna go dumbbells up. We're gonna go 2 count down, 2 count up. And we're going for 10 reps. So even if you don't have heavier dumbbells at home, by adding this slow tempo to your workout, you increase the time under tension for your muscles, which automatically makes this a more challenging exercise than if you had, you know, light weights and you're just going fast. You're not gonna get the same type of muscle burn that you get if you slow things down. Got one more. Good. All right, so dumbbells come down. We've got 30 seconds of rest, and then we're gonna go into that same superset 3 more times. So today's supersets, a lot of them are gonna be 4 rounds, not all of them, actually only the first 2. So now's your chance to get water. You've got 10 seconds. And we're gonna go right back into our deadlifts. All right, we're going 3, 2, let's go. So nice and slow on the way down. Push through the floor to stand up. Brace your abs to protect your low back. And remember, we're going nice and slow today. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at you guys, but I don't want to tweak my neck. Four more. One more. Good job. Weights go down, and we're going back to our dumbbell chest press. If you don't have heavy enough dumbbells, you can also do a TRX chest press here. You could do push-ups for tempo. All right, are we ready? Going 3, 2, go. So remember, 2 count up, 2 count down. And I like to think of myself as rowing. So I'm like pulling the dumbbells down towards the floor and then driving them up to the ceiling. So I'm pulling, that way I'm activating on the way down. I'm not just letting the dumbbells fall down. I'm controlling them as I pull them down to the floor and then push them away. And I think about trying to push them all the way up to the ceiling so I get a good flex through my pecs. One more. Good. All right, weights go down. We've got 30 seconds. So hopefully you guys feel the difference in slowing down your tempo a little bit. I promise you get a lot more bang for your buck, especially if you want to do strength training, to slow your movements down, really control it, and focus on the flex. So when you're working out, it's not about just going through the motion. It's about making those muscles fire and making lots of the muscle fibers fire as you go through that range of motion. All right, so round 3, we've got our deadlifts again. So are we ready? 3, 2, go. So nice and slow on the way down and on the way up. So we're working on time under tension. Go, we've got 2 more here. Good, weights come down, and then back to our dumbbell chest press. All right, are we ready? Dumbbells back and up. All right, so 2 count down, 2 count up. Think about pressing your low back into the floor so that you engage your abs. I had a client recently say, God, there's too much to think about when I work out. And it's true, there should be. There's a lot going on in your body when you're exercising, and particularly when you're strength training. You should be thinking. So that way, on a workout like today, we put a lot of thought and a lot of time in. So then when you have a high intensity workout, right, and you're doing your devil's press and your burpees and your mountain climbers, go ahead and put weights down, 30 seconds off. You don't have to think as much, right? Because the idea on a high intensity workout is performance. So you're going all out effort, you're going fast. So on the days that you're going slower and you're doing more of your strength training, you're training your muscles and you're training your joints to know what to do, right? You're creating neuromuscular connection here. So that way, when you get into your high intensity workouts, you don't have to think as much. You can go for speed, for performance, whatever it is, without the risk of injury, right? So there's a reason, a rhyme and a reason here. All right, so we've got 1 more round of these 2. We'll go in 3, 2, and go. So nice and slow, even if your weights are light. And a lot of times when you're doing a workout like this, right, and you're going nice and slow, you actually burn out mentally before you do physically, because you're like, okay, I'm over it. And you put your weights down. And the idea is you want to challenge yourself mentally to complete it. We've got 2 more. Good. Weights go down. Last set of dumbbell chest press. All right. I just realized I never started my watch for my workout. So none of the last 12 minutes counted. All right, are we ready? 3, 2, dumbbells are up, 2 count down. We thought on this Labor Day, it would be nice if you labored. So that's why you're getting a nice, slow-paced strength workout. And you guys can totally not listen to anything I'm saying, and you can go fast, and you can get more reps in, and that's totally your call. But if you want to challenge yourself a little bit differently, this is the way to do it. We've got 2 more. Good. All right, weights go down. Now we are going to do everyone's favorite Bulgarians. I know you guys hate them. I know you do, but they're so good for you. They are so good for lower body strength. They are so good for fat loss. They are good for all of the things. If you are a runner, if you are any type of athlete, Bulgarians are where it's at. So you're gonna need something to prop your back foot up on, okay? So whatever that is, a cushion, a bench, a box, whatever you guys have. We are only doing 8 per leg, okay? This is not a lot, but we're gonna go slow. So I want you to go on the heavier side, okay? So I'm telling you guys right now, you can do a lot more weight than you give yourself credit for when it comes to Bulgarians, okay? So if you've been doing it with 115, I'm gonna challenge you to pick up both 15s today because we're only doing 8 reps, okay? So we're gonna do 8 per leg, and then we're gonna go right into a single arm row. Again, 8 reps. So this is gonna be slow, controlled, and I know you guys can do this, all right? So we're gonna start with our back leg down, okay? I've gotta pick up my dumbbells before I put my leg back here. All right, so we're here. So we're going nice and slow on the way down, nice and slow on the way up. And we're doing 8 reps. So I'm gonna ask you to go at my pace, and I'm gonna ask you to go heavier than you have been going. And then after 8, your weights go down for a second, because if you're going heavy, you need to stop and put your weights down. And then we're gonna switch, our right foot's forward, our left leg's gonna go back. Sorry guys, I'm breathing heavy, but this is my workout too. So I'm trying not to go light on my weights for you. All right, here we go. That's 3. You're looking to get your front leg, so your right leg should be working right now. That thigh parallel to the ground. All right, that was 8. All right, so now we're gonna go into a single arm row. It's your choice. You can go split stance and arm support on your leg here. You could support yourself on a box, right? So I can go here and I can row, which is what I think I'm gonna do. So hopefully I can catch my breath and not be breathing in your guys' ears. You could do a TRX single arm row, whatever you have access to, okay? All right, we go in 3, 2, all right, let's go. We've got 8. I'm aiming for my hip, not for my armpit. And I want my shoulder blade to move before my elbow ever bends. So engage from the shoulder blade. Make your back work, not just your bicep. Good, and then switch sides. So your bicep's gonna get work here, but I want your back to be the instigator here. All right, 8 reps. We're aiming to that right hip, and we're going down nice and slow. So if you guys notice, I control my weights versus just dropping, right? I'm controlling on the way down. Good, that was 8. That's where you're gonna gain strength, right? So if I'm here and I slowly lower, that's when I'm gonna gain strength versus this, right? That's more just like conditioning of the muscle. It's gonna get you out of breath. It's gonna do all the things you're probably used to, but I want you to control it, okay? All right, we're going back to our Bulgarians. So left foot's gonna be down. If your last set wasn't challenging, pick up some heavier weights, okay? All right, we've got 8 reps coming up. Here we go. Nice and slow, getting that front thigh parallel to the ground. You can see my chest stays up. My chest stays lifted. Good. Switch legs. So when I do my Bulgarians, my chest stays lifted, my posture's in check. 90% of the weight is in my working leg. So I'm not, right? I'm not leaning back and doing my Bulgarians. I'm kind of leaning forward so I can put all that work into my working glute and quad, okay? All right. Feel like I worked in a little extra rest there. All right. So I've been doing strictly strength training for about the last 6 months. And I'll tell you guys, I normally rest like 2 minutes in between sets, but I knew I wasn't gonna be able to do that with you guys. One more. Good. So I apologize for being so winded, but not only am I shortening my rest, but I'm talking on top of it. All right, so we've got our single arm row. Again, we're doing 8 reps per arm. So I'm gonna start on my left arm. All right, here we go. Remember, nice and slow on the way down. One more. Good, and then switch arms. So I hope you guys feel a difference when you slowly lower the weight versus just dropping it and focusing on the pull, right? So the whole motion, all right, right side, the whole motion is all the way up and all the way down. So learning to control your weight and controlling your body in space, it's gonna make you a much better athlete. It's gonna make you much stronger. One more. Good. Okay, we're gonna rest for about 30 seconds and we'll do one more round. I kind of misjudged our timing on this workout. So we'll do one more set of Bulgarians, one more set of rows, and then we're gonna go into triceps, okay? All right. I'm gonna go a little lighter this set so I can stop heavy breathing in your ear. I apologize for that, guys. All right, we've got about 5 seconds. Go ahead and pick up your weight. Right leg's back, left leg's down, and go. Notice when I stand all the way up, I don't lock out my front leg. So I tend to hyperextend my joints. So if I go to where I feel like my leg is still bent, that my knee is still bent, my leg's actually pretty straight, and I'm keeping constant tension on my muscle. Good, go ahead and switch sides. So when you lock out your joint, you lose tension in your muscle. If I keep it soft, I still keep tension in my glute, okay? All right, right leg's down, left leg's back. We've got 8 reps. Here we go. That's 3. Got 2 more. Good. Yay, Bulgarians are done. Got one more set of rows here. Whew. I'm gonna have to practice like talking or singing or something when I'm working out so that I don't get on here and breathe like this. All right, are we ready? 8 rows. 3, 2, let's go. I just want to remind you guys too, one thing I learned over the summer, one more, because for those of you that don't know, I hired a coach, a fitness coach for the summer, the spring and the summer. And I just want to remind you, all right, right arm, here we go, 8 reps, that you are so much stronger than you know. And it took, even though I'm a trainer, I've been doing this for over 20 years, it took somebody believing in me. That wasn't me, that wasn't Eric, to say, I know you're capable of more, Christy. To make me, okay, go ahead and put weights down. To make me push myself and challenge myself with weights that I never thought I could lift. And I encourage you guys, obviously you work up to it, right? And you don't work to the point of getting hurt, but you gradually build. And the things that happen to you mentally when you do something like that, it's pretty life-changing. Okay, enough with my spiel. I'll ramble. So you're gonna need something for tricep press. So that could be TRX, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a TRX tricep press. You could do skull crushers. You could do an overhead tricep extension. You could do kickbacks if you want. Whatever works for you for your triceps. Then you're gonna need that box that you were using for Bulgarians for us to do dips, okay? So we are gonna superset a tricep press with dips. Our goal is to do 10 reps of each for 3 rounds. You may find that as we start going through this, that your dips, maybe you don't get 10, but I want you to go to failure, whatever that is. So we'll see. Sometimes I end up failing at like 8 reps. Sometimes I fail at 6. So the goal is 10, but if form starts to suffer, you call it, okay? All right, so we're gonna start with our tricep press. We're gonna go 10 reps. We go in 3, 2, let's go. So if you're doing TRX like I am, you're aiming your thumbs towards your temples. If you are doing skull crushers with dumbbells, you are aiming that top of the dumbbell towards your shoulders. So I want you to get full elbow flexion and full elbow extension. And again, you'll notice we are going for tempo. So we are going nice and slow and nice and controlled. If you're on TRX, you are a moving plank. Notice my body does not bend at my hips. The only thing bending are my elbows. All right, that was 10 for me. When you guys are done your 10, you're gonna do something for dips. So if you have a box, right, you're gonna be here for dips. If you've got equalizer bars, you can be behind them. You can even do dips on the floor. But we're going for goal is 10 or form failure. All right, are we ready? Let's go. And again, you are looking for a 90-degree bend in the elbows, 90 degrees. If you do dips correctly, you should also feel your chest. All right, that was my 10. So now we definitely rest at least 30 seconds because we worked the same muscle group back to back, okay? So grab a sip of water if you need it. Hopefully you guys are liking this. I know everybody likes the workouts where they're super sweaty and they're super out of breath and they feel like they've almost died and that those are the most beneficial. But I promise you, these types of workouts only help you in those other types of workouts. And if you guys could see me now, I'm quite sweaty. So it does work. All right, are we ready? Tricep press, 10 reps. Here we go. So nice and slow and controlled. Sorry, these TRX handles are super duper squeaky. And I have a feeling you guys are hearing that. I promise it's not my elbows making that noise. If you're on TRX, check your form. Shoulders down out of your ears. You want a nice long neck. You're squeezing your rear end and you're bracing your abs. All right, that was my 10. Now I've got my dips, okay? So again, our goal is 10 or until our form just says no mo dips. All right, here we go, 10 reps. "90-degree bend in those elbows. Control your range of motion. Haha. Anybody else have shaky arms? Good, that was my 10. Sweet, we take 30 seconds and we do one more round of that. And then we're gonna get into a nice little shoulder combo. So I did totally lie to you guys. And we do have some shoulders. It's gonna be super fun. Super duper fun, I promise. I hope you guys all had a good weekend, a good long holiday weekend. Just looking at the clock, we've got about 5 seconds left in our rest period. All right, go ahead and get into position. We go in 3, 2, let's go. So remember, if you're on TRX and this is feeling easy, you can take a step back towards your anchor point. If this is really difficult, you can stagger your stance. So you see I put one foot in front of the other, right? So you can stagger it to take some of the pressure off your upper body. But regardless of what you do, abs are braced. Good, that was 10. We've got our final set of dips coming up. All right, my arms are seriously shaky. Anybody else? All right, are we ready? 10 dips. Here we go. Oof. Still have 4 more. Haha. 2 more. Nicely done. All right, triceps should feel kind of cooked from that. Now what I need you to do is grab 2 sets of dumbbells. We are going to be doing a superset again of an alternating forward lunge with a shoulder press. So dumbbells will start here. As we step forward, we press up and come back, okay? We're gonna do 10 reps of those. Then we're gonna grab an even lighter pair of dumbbells. So 5s, 8s, maybe 10s, okay? We're gonna do our shoulder runners. So that's where our arms are up. We're bringing one dumbbell towards our hip and then back up, okay? So just like a running mechanic here, right? If you think of a sprinter, that's what we're doing with our dumbbells, okay? So let me grab my dumbbells. I am going to do 15s for my lunge and overhead press. And then I'm gonna do 8s for my shoulder runners because we are going for 45 seconds. So that is the one exercise that is not going to be time-based today, okay? So a little bit heavier for your overhead press with your lunge. The one thing I want to say real fast about this, as you're stepping forward, notice that my back is not arched here. My core is still braced. So I don't want to see any of that, okay? And if it starts to go, make it a 2-part exercise. So lunge forward, stand, then press if you need to. The more advanced version is the step and press at the same time, okay? All right, so we've got 10 total. So every time you press, that counts as 1. All right, here we go. And you want to try to get that back knee as close to the ground as you can. All right, that was my 10. Hopefully it was for you guys too. I need a quick break. Let's take 10 seconds. All right, grab your lighter dumbbells. We're gonna try 45 seconds. All right, 3, 2, let's go. Arms up, 90 degrees. Elbows are in line with your shoulders, if not a touch higher, because they will start to creep. And I want you to think about bringing that dumbbell down to your hip. So I keep that same 90-degree bend in my elbow all the way through the motion, okay? That never stops. This is your break. This is your work. We have 10 seconds. All right, go ahead and stop. We take 30 seconds off and we repeat that one more time, okay? This should get your heart rate up a little bit, this little combo. Hopefully that's working for you guys. All right, are we ready? 10 alternating, lunge with shoulder press, 45 seconds of shoulder runners, and we're done. All right. Here we go. Dumbbells up and go. So remember, as those dumbbells go up, you brace your core. Good. Dumbbells go down. And we've got our shoulder runners one last time. Let's give your shoulders about 5 more seconds. Okay. We go in 3. Just kidding. 3, 2, let's go. Good, so those elbows point forward and they stay high. Don't let those dumbbells drop. Whew. You guys should feel the work here. Oh, shoulders, 15 seconds. Come on. Come on, 5 seconds, we're almost there. Good, go ahead and stop. You can put those dumbbells down and I want you to grab your mini band. So hopefully you have either a yellow or a green mini band. You want something on the lighter side here. If you don't have a mini band, that's okay too. You can still do these. We're gonna do bicycles, okay? But if you have the mini band, I want you to add some resistance to them, okay? So our mat's gonna go down. We're gonna take the band around our feet, okay? Like so. So they're around the bottoms of my feet. And then I'm gonna keep my feet hip width apart. So if you guys notice, they're hip width apart, right? They're gonna stay that way through the exercise, all right? So hands are gonna go on the outside of your ears or behind your head. We're gonna do bicycles. We're gonna go 20, nice and slow. So I want you to think about lifting your head and shoulders up off the ground. They're gonna stay off the ground the whole time. So they come up, and then we're gonna press our left leg out and rotate to the right. Come back to center. Good. Try to keep your shoulder blades lifted off the ground the whole time. Keep pressing into that band. Keep your knees and feet hip width apart. Don't let that band control you. You tell it who's boss. Okay? You guys should be feeling this. The more you lift your armpit towards your knee, the better. One more each way, if you're following my count. Good. Come down and rest. You can just pull your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little low back stretch in between. And then we're gonna go in 10 more seconds. We're gonna do 20 more. And then we will be all done. All right. So find your position again, knees over hips, right? So if my knees are in too far, I don't work my abs. If my knees are stacked over my hips, I already am feeling my abs when I lift. All right, here we go. Think armpit to knee, not elbow, armpit. That way you actually get the twist and you actually start to work your obliques versus just twisting your shoulders. So it's lift and then rotate, lift and then rotate. You guys feeling it yet? 2 more each way. Good. Go ahead and take the band off your feet and then just hug your knees in again to your chest. And you can rock side to side. So you stretch out your low back a little bit. All right, then we're gonna take our left foot flat on the ground. Our right ankle is gonna go across our left knee. Our left hand is gonna go onto our right knee, and our right hand is gonna grab our left foot, and we're gonna cross over, keeping our shoulders down on the ground. So if you feel like a pretzel, you are doing this correctly. This is actually called the bretzel after the guy who started doing this stretch. But you should feel a stretch all through your right hip. It should feel pretty glorious. I like looking over my right shoulder as I do this. But you should be getting a pretty good full body stretch here. We're gonna hold about 10 more seconds. Take some nice deep breaths. Good, and then slowly come out of that. You're gonna plant your right foot on the ground, left ankle across your right knee. Your right hand comes onto your left knee, and then your left hand grabs your right foot, and you're gonna come across your body. And then you're gonna look to the left. And again, you should feel a nice full body stretch here. Take some nice deep breaths, keeping both shoulder blades on the ground. Five more seconds. And then go ahead and unwind yourself from the bretzel. Roll on up. Give yourself a round of applause. Good job today, guys. Happy Labor Day. Thank you for allowing me to put you through a strength workout. I hope you enjoyed it. I promise you guys there will be some high intensity workouts this week, but Monday and Tuesday are strength based. Wednesday will be high intensity. So you do have something to look forward to. All right, guys, have a great day and I will talk to you soon. Bye.